Welcome to the Sports Talks 4133 YouTube channel. It's Saturday, and what a great slate of sports we have today. I'm here with a special guest, TJ. What's going on, man?
I'm fine, doing good. Very excited to be here. Very excited.
Yeah, we have a great slate of sports today. We've got 28 NHL teams in action, 2 NFL playoff games, some NBA, and some college basketball. A great slate today. So, let's begin with talking about last night's games. First off, Ohio State takes down Texas yesterday, 28-14 to win the Cotton Bowl. TJ, what are your thoughts on this one?
Pretty great game. It didn't top what I watched of the Notre Dame game, but it was still good nonetheless near the end. It was pretty close down to the wire. Yeah, I thought Texas was gonna be able to score and maybe take it to overtime, but clearly, Ohio State's defense at the goal, I just stopped that completely.
Yeah, I mean, the Texas team has a first and goal on the 1 yard line where they score. This game is tied with a few minutes left. And we go to overtime. We saw Texas last week, or their last game in overtime against Arizona State, and they looked good. This Ohio State team, there's the scariest part, is this Ohio State team, I don't think played that well last night. And they still won by 14. I thought that this Ohio State team, they didn't get Jeremiah Smith really many reps. He only had, one or two receptions last night. Not to mention, Will Howard had a good game. He did. And the rushing game never was super established by Ohio State either. I think that Ohio State, at their fullest potential, could have won that game by 4 scores last night. And the fact that now they're going to be playing Notre Dame, who has looked solid all year. They have. I mean, since that Northern Illinois loss, they've looked very good. They've been able to capitalize on a lot of great drives. Ohio State wasn't very good at that last night. I feel like a lot of times we're getting nice drives and they had to end up punting, and penalties were also hurting them. So, another thing, TJ, how does Ohio State limit these penalties? Because we saw these countless amount of penalties last night, and how are they going to stop that in the national championship?
Really good question. That's a great question. Honestly, ooh, yeah, I have to fit that. I think honestly they're gonna have to just fix that honestly with the time they had because it's the biggest game. You can't just keep having flags and flags. Sooner or later, the teams are gonna be able to capitalize off of that. So yeah, they're gonna have to fix that pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, 9 penalties, 75 yards last night is usually not going to win you football games, especially in the college football playoff. And now he's playing Notre Dame team who looks great. Let's move on let's talk about some of these stuff in the NBA world last night. We start off, Giannis Antetokounmpo dropped 41 as the Bucks win 109-106 over the Magic. In Pablo Banchos return. TJ, are the Bucks a contender or a pretender right now?
Contender. I'm pretty sure it'll be a contender. They always are until it seems like the playoffs. The last couple years, injuries happen, but I think they're a contender right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not so sold yet, and I know they got the amazing NBA Cup banner now,
Oh my God.
um, but I'm not really so sure on this team. They're 20-16. They won by 3 last night. I don't know, and I've been saying this a lot. This is the time now where we truly start to enter the stretch. Who's going to really become the contender and the pretender? And I'm not sure how to feel about this Bucks team yet. The East just isn't that good. I realistically think there's only 3 good teams in the East: the Cavs, the Knicks, and the Celtics. That's it. And I don't know if the Bucks can really.
Mm, okay. I see what you think, but I'm just the East is just awful compared to the West. We could talk about that. Um, yeah, you did name the top three. The Magic, ever since Paulo's been out, they played 34 games. They were in fourth before. With him now, I mean, coming back, they were still in fourth place. That's how bad the East is. They stayed in the same exact spot. The Bucks, they started off rough. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, the win by three, a little. I will actually kind of agree with you. A little bit questionable. The team is still banged up. I don't know who played exactly last night, but the team's still pretty banged up, honestly. So yeah, maybe a win by three is a little questionable, but still a win nonetheless. But yeah, I know what you mean by that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just if you look at this Cavs, Celtics, and Knicks, they just look way better than the rest of the East by far. The Cavs just beat the Thunder. The Boston Celtics have looked amazing all year. The Knicks look really good right now with Carmelo Anthony Towns. I just don't know how to feel. And you were saying that East and West, and that's 1,000% true. You look, the Golden State Warriors, who are a pretty solid team this year, right? They're pretty good. Let's say above average team, sit at 500 in the West right now because that's how good they are. Not to mention, the 10th best team in the East is the Chicago Bulls, who, let's just be honest, don't look that good this year. That's just kind of like the comparison of where the teams are at. Next thing in the NBA, the New Orleans Pelicans go into Philadelphia and beat the 76ers 123-115. TJ, are the Sixers done?
I honestly, I think. I mean, honestly, playing if you really want to, hopefully you get there. But like honestly, like there's no deep run. I feel like that could happen. Honestly, you can't lose to a team that has 7 wins, and honestly, that team is injured. Also, that is an injury fest over there too. So the best player on that team is maybe C.J. McCollum. Honestly, he dropped like 30 something last night. So
Yeah, I mean, you look at this team. They've looked solid in the new year, but they have a total of just a total of 5 wins since the beginning of November. Like, this is bad. That's really bad. And the fact, the Sixers, not to mention, I know they didn't have Joel Embiid last night, but you had Maxey, Oubre, Paul George all out there last night. Start it off here. Those three look good. It's the rest of the team that looks terrible. Caleb Martin I can't even start to go off on how much this guy sucks. He had 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists, 2 from 8 from the field yesterday. The Sixers don't have depth. If this is a 3v3 NBA league, the Sixers might be a top 5 team in the NBA. But it's not. It's time to hit the wake-up call. It's time to start to panic. They're 1 game out of a play-in spot, or a few games out of a play-in spot, whatever. Not to mention, so they get in. They're the 8 seed. They're going to have to probably go to Cleveland or Boston or the Knicks, whoever that is, and they're going to get swept. This Sixers team is not good. Next up, the Boston Celtics get blown out at home 114-97 after Sabonis drops 23 as the Kings win. TJ, how did you like from the Kings last night? What did you like out of this team?
pretty good. They always have these games where they're like solid at some points. They're an inconsistent team, but I won't talk about that. It's a good win. I don't like the Celtics, so I'm fine with that. But yeah, good win. Sabonis always does something. De'Aaron Fox is one of the top leading scorers in the NBA. So I mean, pretty solid performance. I'm still shocked that I think they've done better with firing the coach for no reason whatsoever, but they've done better. So I won't complain about it. Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, they really have. They're not 500 on the year, and they look good. They look good again. Next up, who was supposed to be like the game of the night, turned out being a terrible game. The Oklahoma City Thunder win 126-101 over the New York Knicks. This shows the difference between the East and the West right now. We saw the OKC Thunder play the Cavaliers a few nights ago. The Cavs won, and then a few days later, the Thunder win by 25. Like, I don't know what to think from this Knicks team right now. So, TJ, is it time to say that maybe the Thunder are arguably the best team in the NBA?
Okay, great. Of course, you're asking me this question after the Cavs just beat them this week. Okay. My thoughts on it, I think you're asking such a bad question. For me, of course, I'm gonna say the Cavs are the better team. But honestly, there's a matchup again next week. We gotta play them Thursday, I think again. We gotta
Yep.
play the Thunder. So if we beat them again, if I get the same question, maybe to be mad. But you could say that they beat the Knicks twice now. I think in the past week they played them last week again. Um, I think they're a solid top 3 team. I think maybe you could say they're one, but you can't. I think you could say they're one. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you now. But honestly, because we've lost to the Hawks twice. I know you love talking about that. So, um, but if we beat them again on Thursday, maybe change your mind. But I'll agree with you here. I'll agree with
I still think the Cavs are the best team in the NBA right now. But this also shows how bad the East is. Because I've been praising the Knicks, saying that they're this great team, and then they come out and lose by 25 against a team from the West. So, the final thing, Nuggets win. Westbrook has a triple double, and Jokic both have triple doubles as the Nuggets win 124-105. TJ, can we say Russ is back?
Yes, we can. I've been waiting to say that. Oh my God. I've been waiting for a time that Russ can have a bit of a return to his triple double ways, and he's finally reaching that on this team. It's so exciting to see as someone that I grew up watching Russ a lot. It's really exciting to see and Jokic just trying to be an MVP again, looking at it all the time.
Yeah, I mean these guys put up great stat lines. I mean, and you love to see because like Russ got when he like left OKC, he wasn't the same. It felt like he fell off a bit. He wasn't bad, but he fell off a bit. And now he's back with the Nuggets, and he looks great. Let's move in now to the college basketball world. We had two games last night to talk about here that are noteworthy. Starting off, Wisconsin beats Minnesota 80-59. TJ, could we say that Wisconsin is a legitimate threat to the Big Ten?
Yeah, we can. I think they were earlier at the start of the year, and then they fell off because they got a couple of losses. Yeah, definitely a threat. I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean they're 13-3. We'll have obviously wait to see. There's still a lot of conference play left. How they go down the stretch in that one, but I think they are. They started out a bit slow and turned out winning by 21. In Minnesota, I mean they're 500. They're a solid team, but they look good. And finally, the only other thing in the college basketball world last night, Maryland beats UCLA 79-61. UCLA's a fraud. I'm tired of people saying that this UCLA team is good. They are frauds. They've lost back-to-back now. They just got blown out by Michigan at home on Tuesday, and then they get blown out on the road against Maryland. TJ, any thoughts on UCLA or Maryland?
I will say, those two teams that they faced were good, but when you're the team that's ranked and that everyone's looking after they beat Gonzaga, I think they beat Gonzaga because the guy missed a couple free throws there. You have to capitalize and show them why you're a good team, and they're not doing that at all. The coach crashing out every night after the loss is kind of unacceptable for me. You gotta take control of that. You gotta take control of your team, coach better, and lead them to wins. You can't just blame it on your players, calling them delusional, saying your team's horrible. That's just not good chemistry on the coach's side and the team side. So there's definitely some disconnection going on there. But yeah, I think they should get unranked after this week. Definitely.
Yeah, 1,000%. They are frauds. They are not ready for this Big Ten play. And not to mention, like you were saying with their coach, as a coach, you are supposed to be helping your team, supposed to get them better, not going on saying they're delusional and they're terrible and all this. That is not good coaching, and this is why UCLA does not look amazing because they've got the talent, they do. But when you have horrible coaching, right now, if he continues this crashing out stuff, he's got to get fired. I don't care. UCLA cannot lose another game for the rest of the year, and if they win the national championship, great. But if their coach continues to act like that, they should fire him. Let's move in now today. The NFL playoffs begin today. Wild card weekend starts today. We have the 3-day span of it. So we're going to go through and we're going to predict the NFL playoffs. Shall we?
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
All right. So we'll just kind of, for the wild card games, just go in order, chronological in time, and then we'll get more into the divisional stuff. So let's start off here. Chargers, Texans today. TJ, who do you got?
I'll go with the Chargers here. I think they're just the better overall team. The not the defense, but the O line on the Texans is just like questionable at this point. I think the Chargers can easily get the win here, honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers too. And this might be a trap. I'm not sure because last year we were saying all about how Cleveland was going to block Houston, Cleveland this, Cleveland that, and then Houston turned out blowing them out. I just think that this CJ Stroud did not have the greatest year, and it also has something to do with the O line. But I think he's not as good. I think this Chargers team is very well coached behind Jim Harbaugh, and I think this Chargers are going to win. Also, I don't know if anyone's noticed this or not, but every wild card game the Texans have ever played has been on Saturday at 4:30. Is that an NFL scheduling issue here? TJ, what do you think this is?
Because the NFL's lazy and doesn't know what to do with them, maybe. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's actually like a joke how much they put them on these Saturday 4:30. It's not even a bad slot. It's just funny how they always have them at this time. And at 8 o'clock tonight, we have arguably the best rivalry in the NFL right now. We have the Steelers and Ravens. TJ, who do you have?
Ooh. So this is tricky. I just heard something earlier. The Steelers saw how they wanted this matchup really bad. They wanted to play the Ravens. This is who they wanted to play. But the last couple of weeks, it's not really adding up. I don't know. You can't be losing to teams like this that you guys are facing. I'm gonna go with the Ravens, but it's gonna be a close one. I think it'll maybe come down to a touchdown or maybe like 10 points or something. I think it'll be. I'm gonna take the Ravens though.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens too. And I know everyone might be like, oh, Lamar Jackson gets owned by the Steelers. Shut up. this Steelers team is not that good anymore. They've lost, 4 straight games now. Since that win against Cleveland back in early December, they've not won a game since. They went into Philly, got blown out, and have not looked the same since. So, I just don't know what to feel. Because Mike Tomlin is starting to get to this point where I still think he's a good coach. But I think it's very easy now to start knowing what he's going to do. And I think the Ravens are going to take a lot of advantage off that tonight. And it was also with it being in Baltimore as well. So, Sunday. Bills versus the Broncos. TJ, who do you have?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills here. Honestly, I think that's an obvious choice. I do really like the Broncos team. I love Bo Nix. I love the team. Great young team. However, I'm gonna take the Bills on this one. Here.
Yeah, I've got the Bills as well. Josh Allen looks really good right now. I mean, and yeah, this is a very young Broncos team. They look very. Bo Nix is having a great season. This Broncos team's having a great year. They're very young, like you were saying. It'll be fun to see what they do next year. But this year, I'm gonna have to go Buffalo. Eagles Packers are the first NFC game. I don't know if anyone's also realized the AFC games are all in a row. But Packers Eagles Saturday at 4:30. Who do you got?
I'll go with the Eagles here. I think dating back to week one, that was a great game by the way. In Brazil, yeah, that was a great game. I think the Eagles still have the Packers number at this point. I think they Jalen Hurts, Saquon, they all got that. The Packers, they're good, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to take down this team. We'll see. I
Yeah,
still got the
I'm
Eagles.
also going with Philadelphia here. Just the thing about this Packers team is they're gonna have to try to way to stop Saquon because first, they're gonna have to put 9 guys up in front and try to close the box to where it's gonna kind of start to get new. AJ Brown's getting one-on-ones. Devontae Smith gets one-on-one, and that is what's going to help Philly because Saquon had 3 touchdowns against Green Bay in Week 1. Green Bay's gonna be scared of him. Not to mention this team's banged up. Jordan Love's, I don't know, 80%, 85%. He's going to play, but he's not 100%. Not to mention, this Eagles defense has gotten a lot better. So I'm going to go with Philadelphia. And then the Sunday night football game, Commanders and Bucks. TJ, who do you have?
Oh my God, I couldn't care less whoever wins this one, honestly. But um, good question. You know what? I'll take the Bucks here. Honestly, I see it could go either way, but the Bucks team with Mike Evans, Baker Mayfield, Bucky Irvin, amazing guy by the way. He's doing great. I think they could beat this Commanders team. It's gonna be close to that. I'll give it like by a field goal. Maybe they might win this one. It's gonna be close.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Bucks here. As much as I'm an Eagles fan, but I will tell you, I love Jaden Daniels. I loved him out of college. I respect the dude a lot. He's a great football player. He really is. But I think the Bucks are going to win because first off, playoff Baker Mayfield / Mike Evans, and this Commanders team does not have a lot of playoff experience. So that's also why I'm going to go with the Bucks. And finally, Monday Night Football, we've got the Vikings and the Rams. TJ, your Rams Monday night in Arizona because the wildfires going on in LA, so the game got moved to Arizona. TJ, who do you have?
That sucks, man. I just want to talk about that because I know that I heard we bought 9% of the stadium at that point, and now it got moved over. But we'll see. We'll see if the fans still show up. That's me questionable. But that's gonna be a good one. We did beat them earlier in the season, so I'm gonna go with my team here. Of course you're gonna do that. So about the face mask, bro. I'm still gonna go with my team because I don't think that matters apparently. I still think our team's bro. I still think my team could pull it out, Luke. I think the Rams have been hot recently ever since the Eagles lost. I honestly think we could beat them again. Sam Darnold looked horrible, but I understand they did play the Lions, but I still think we got them. I'm gonna take them. Go ahead.
Believe it or not, I also have the Rams.
Oh my God.
I do. Believe it or not, I have the Rams to win this football game because I think Minnesota, after that blowout loss, is now going to be in this question of what are we doing wrong? What do we need to fix? And it's going to end up helping the Rams a lot. I also think, with the wildfire, I think they're going to, have that in the back of their mind and want to go out and fight even more. So, let's move in it now to the divisional round of ours. So, we actually have the exact same picks. So, Chiefs versus Chargers.
Oh
Who you got?
God. Guess I'll take Patrick Mahomes here. Honestly, I don't want to take him. I don't want to take the Chiefs, but I think they'll win. They'll probably
I also have Kansas City, and as much as I think this game will be very tight, like you were saying, because this Chargers team, both times this year against the Chiefs was within one score, nearly won both of them. Go back when they were in Arrowhead. The Chiefs almost lost that game. They barely made the field goal. I think Kansas City's going to win because, again, it's playoff Patrick Mahomes, well, whatever. So give me the Chiefs to win, though. And Bills-Ravens, who do you got? Moving on now, we have the Ravens and the Bills. TJ, who do you got?
Ooh. That's gonna be a good one. Two MVP candidates. That's a tricky one. Oh my God. All right. My guts tell me to go with this team, so I'm gonna go with the Ravens here. That's a tough one. I don't even know if I want to take the Ravens. That's crazy good. Honestly, I think both defenses are great. I think Ravens have more key pieces that they can dish it out to. If that Bills defense gets them though, they're cooked. But I'm gonna take the Ravens here. I think it'll be close though. I think Lamar's gonna have a great game here, but we'll see. It'll be close.
I'm going to go with Buffalo. And I actually was going to pick Baltimore a few days ago, but I decided last minute I'm going to take the Bills. Josh Allen's a good player in the playoffs, and I think the NFL also wants, if it's good, I don't think it is. I think that's some stupid thing that people make up. But we're getting Chiefs Bills. That's what I think. In the NFC side, Lions versus the Rams. Matthew Stafford returns against his team again. It's for the second straight year in the playoffs. Who do you got?
Apparently, the NFL just loves Rams Lions. We're gonna have to play them again next season. They love doing that to us. Honestly, we haven't been. I don't think we've been able to beat them yet since this. So honestly, I don't think we're gonna win here. Honestly, I'm gonna take the Lions here. I think they always have us. It's always close, but they always do have something. They have something up their sleeve in the playoffs. Give me the Lions here. They're gonna have some of these people back after this long break they're having. So yeah, give me the Lions here.
Yeah, that's a great point. They're on a rest right now. They're going to get some guys back. David Montgomery will be back. I don't know if that really is going to matter. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Lions here. I think the Rams had a nice run, though. They're going to have the nice wild card win this weekend. But then that'll be about it. And finally, Eagles and the Bucks.
Eagles and Bucks are just always a great game. Great game for the Eagles every time. That last time they played, the whole Eagles team was injured, basically injured. Yeah, I'll take the Eagles here, but it's gonna be close again. Don't act like Baker's not gonna do something here. Give me them by like 3 again, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm also going with Philadelphia. And exactly like you said, when they played back in week 4, the Eagles had no AJ, no Devontae Smith, no Dallas Goedert. Their number one weapon besides Saquon Barkley in that game was Jawan Dotson. That's why they lost the game. It wasn't this Bucks team outplayed them or anything. So I'm going to go with Philadelphia here. And I know the Bucks beat the Eagles twice in the last 3 years in the playoffs. I don't care. Philadelphia is going to move on. So you have Chiefs versus Ravens. Who do you have?
I'll take the Chiefs here, pretty much. Yeah.
No comment.
No comment. I don't want to take the Chiefs, but I'm just
Yeah, Chiefs Bills. I just dropped a video the other day talking about how I think Kansas City is the best team in the AFC by far. So I'm going to take them to beat the Bills. As much as Buffalo beat them in the regular season, it doesn't matter. It never matters because Kansas City has Buffalo's number in the postseason by its own. Yet alone, Josh Allen has yet to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. So give me Buffalo. Give me Kansas City to go to the Super Bowl. And Lions, Eagles, who do you have?
Oh God, another good one. I gotta think about it. Here, wait. Okay. Honestly, yeah, both teams are great. Both quarterbacks are great. That running game by the Lions, but also the running game by the Eagles is going to be interesting. I think whoever wins this one becomes because of the defense. So for that reason, give me the Eagles here. Actually, I'm gonna take the Eagles here. I'm gonna shock you a little bit. I think the Eagles defense is just more overall rested. I think they could honestly just have the chance to crush this Lions team, not by a lot, but if the Lions running game gets stopped, it's pretty much over for them. But yeah, give me the Eagles here. It's gonna be a good one. I think it'll maybe by a touchdown here.
I'm shocked. So I was going to take the Eagles, and I thought that was going to be where big change was. But yeah, I've got Philadelphia. Exactly like you're saying. I think they're going to go into Detroit, and I think they are going to win this football game because of the defense. These Eagles defense is the number 1 ranked defense in the league. They've looked amazing. The secondaries looks great. The D-lines looks great. All around, they have a great defense. So I'm going to go with Philadelphia. So we both have Chiefs versus Eagles Super Bowl. Who do you have?
We got a rematch here from a couple years ago. Pretty close game. Honestly, I think that's a good question. I was about to say the Eagles, but I have to think about it. Hmm. Yeah, rematch from a couple years ago. Both teams look great. I don't know, honestly. I gotta think about it. All
All right,
right,
well,
you go.
oh,
You
right.
you know you go. You go. I want to hear. I
My
gotta think about
Super Bowl champion is the Philadelphia Eagles. I know you definitely did not see that one coming. Definitely. Yeah, I've got the Eagles. I think they're going to finally end this Chiefs dynasty run here. So give me the Eagles as your Super Bowl champions.
it. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll just take them here. I honestly think that at this, yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles here. I honestly think at this point. Yeah, the Chiefs' magic has to end sooner or later. You can't just keep winning by one score every single time against a mid-level team. We're gonna start playing good teams like the teams that they have here. Somewhat sooner or later, it's just not gonna work out anymore. And this again, Eagles defense looks amazing. The running game amazing, and everything I'll be talking about this good about the Eagles. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles here to win the whole thing.
All right, so in our playoff bracket, we had the one pick. It was the Bills Ravens. So that'll determine whose bracket between us was better. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So now it was time to move into some other things today, just small things. We'll do some picks and stuff. Should be some fun stuff to do. So let's start in the NBA. Why not? We first off the Clippers versus Hornets and Spurs versus Lakers. Obviously postponed tonight. They were both in LA, and well, you have to. And also, just in the Atlanta Hawks and the Houston Rockets has been postponed. The game between them has been postponed due to the weather. Um, I'm sorry, I just saw this.
No. It's
Wow,
because I can explain it. It's because of the snow a little. I heard that snow there bad in the south, honestly. So yeah, because Atlanta doesn't get snow often. Down there, they don't get snow at all pretty often. So that's why they probably postponed it because of the ice. Because I don't know how many people would travel out to Atlanta to go see that one in ice.
yeah, that must be it. Because I was like going to the NBA to look, and I just saw that. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's what
I'm
happened.
pretty sure that's what it is. Wow, that's shocking. So yeah, Rockets Hawks is also postponed today here, so we don't
Wow.
get to see Trey Young get to play. So
No.
some other NBA. So now we only have 4 games today, so almost half the games have been postponed, but it is what it is. So I think the game of the day here, and it's Memphis versus the Timberwolves today. Who do you have in this one?
Good matchup. I actually like that. Give me Memphis here. I think Memphis has the better overall team. You know, they've been solid the whole year. Really consistent team. Like I did say a couple when the season started that Memphis could definitely be a top three team in the West if their team is healthy and their team is consistent, and they have been the whole season. Not to mention their rookies are pretty awesome. So yeah, give me the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Timberwolves. Excuse me, I'm going to go with the Timberwolves today. We have a little bit of a different pick there. I just like this T-Wolves team a lot. I really do. I like what Edwards is doing. I like what this team's been doing. I know they're only 3 games above 500, but I think they're going to get the job done at home here. I mean, the NBA slate today is not amazing. Jazz Suns is eh. You know, Raptors versus Pistons is eh. And then Miami Portland's also kind of eh.
That was
So
tough.
it is what it is. But hey, we have some great college basketball. Before we do that, 28 of the 30 hockey teams play today here. Some interesting matchups. We'll go and pick 2 of these games that I'm looking out for. First off, Bruins versus Panthers, 1 o'clock here on ABC. I'm going to go with the Florida Panthers today. I think they're just a better team. Boston's on a losing streak right now. They need to start to figure it out. CJ, who do you have?
I haven't watched hockey. Just give me the Panthers. I'm just gonna repeat what you said. Yeah. Just repeat that.
And the second pick today for the guy that doesn't watch hockey here, Avalanche versus Jets. I'm going to go with the Jets. I just think this Avs defense is struggling.
I was gonna say that. Just give me Avalanche. I just want to go against you, just because.
All right, now it's time for the college basketball
Oh God.
talk and pick of today. A great slate of games here. So we'll just kind of go game by game, and we'll give our winner on them. So first off, let's look at the noon games here. The noon slate not amazing, not terrible, but it could be better. Only 6 games in this noon slate here. First up, the game of the noon hour, I think we could say, is Creighton versus Butler. Who do you have?
Creighton by like 20. Honestly,
Creighton 20. Wow.
I know I shouldn't be saying that because all the Big East games are like. Actually, revoke that statement. I'm not trying to get clipped again. Maybe bring it down to a reasonable 6 or 7. Any Big East game go anyway, honestly. But I think Ryan Kalkbrenner just has been amazing this whole year. Put up 49 early in the year. Just been amazing overall. So yeah, give me Creighton.
Yeah, I'm also going with Creighton here. I don't think they're going to win by 20, but uh, I think they're going to win by a few. Butler's not a great team this year, 79 on the year. Creighton hasn't looked even remotely close to what they were supposed to be this year either, 9-6 on the year. But I'm going to take Creighton to win. And the other noon game to look out for, I think today here we could say, is Louisville versus Pitt, two of the best teams in the ACC scoring
Not
offense.
that many good teams in the ACC, so
Yeah, I mean it's two teams.
maybe
It's
13.
the battle for the second best team in the ACC behind you. Who do you have?
Honestly, give me Louisville. They've been on a little bit of a hot streak recently, I guess. I mean, both teams are good, I guess. The ACC is just not a conference to watch out for. I guess it is. If Duke plays, maybe, but like, give me Louisville.
I'm actually going to go against you. This Pitt team
Oh
is
my
12-3 on the year and looks great. They're at home tonight. I think their atmosphere will be loud there. They have a very underrated student section / atmosphere. I think Louisville is going to go in there and they're going to lose this game. Give me Pitt to win.
Just say the same thing you did last time. Same exact thing. Go
1 o'clock. I mean, it's a game to look out for, I guess. Auburn, South
ahead.
Carolina. South Carolina at home. Could they give Auburn some trouble?
No, no, I don't think so. Just give me Auburn. I mean, it's not, anything happen in SEC, like you said, but I think Auburn's just been the best team overall in the whole country since Tennessee's lost. They're the number one now at this point. So yeah, I think Auburn.
Actually, I'm also going with Auburn. I do think South Carolina is going to be bumping today. I mean, when you play the number 2 team in the country, and it's on their going on the road to your place, they're going to be loud. And I think South Carolina's going to have a chance, but I do think Auburn's going to win. Next up here, Cincinnati, Kansas. Kansas just a 1-point favorite here. What are your
No
thoughts?
one likes Cincinnati, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm just so tired of them. I know at the start of the year I did pick them to go to the Final Four because I thought they were running off of what happened last year. They're pretty good, yada yada. But now it's clear that they're frauds, and I don't know why they're favorites. I don't know if someone's injured. I didn't look on that, but just give me Kansas, honestly. Don't.
I also have Kansas, and I've been saying all year that I think Cincinnati's overrated. I have yet to really think that this team is really such of a contender. They're now unranked. They're 10-4, and they're gonna be home. Sure, it's gonna be interesting. Kansas has to go on the road, but I'm gonna go Kansas as well. Now here's the weirdest game of the day. Number 3 Iowa State on the road to play Texas Tech. TJ, who do you have?
Yeah, this. I don't know how Texas Tech are favorites in this game is what I'm trying to say
Yeah, I forgot
against
to mention
what.
Texas Tech.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. But I can't go against Iowa State, honestly. I mean, they have one of the top defenses in the whole NCAA in basketball. There's nothing special with the Texas Tech team. I understand they have a great record, great team, but Iowa State's coach, I forget his name, but he's a great, phenomenal coach. I think he's going to coach his team to a big victory, honestly, against Texas Tech. Give me Iowa State.
You know what? You know what?
Go ahead.
Give me Texas Tech to go and beat the Iowa State Cycle. I love this Iowa State team, but there is something, I don't know what it is. But every time these weird lines come out where the team that should not be the favorite ends up always winning. The team that's the favorite, that you never think is going to be the favorite, always wins. Texas Tech is going to beat Iowa State. This might be the worst pick I ever made. I don't know. But give me Texas Tech. 2 o'clock today as well. Another game that's got a weird line. UConn has to go to Georgetown. Georgetown's only a 5-point favorite. Could there maybe be a chance?
There's a chance. Georgetown's been hot. You can't underlook Georgetown. They're probably gonna make the tourney game. I mean, not the tourney game. Whoa, don't make that statement. They'll probably make the whole tourney.
That's gonna be wild.
That's crazy. Of course, you're gonna say that when they lose every game now. Um, uh, no, give me UConn. They're probably gonna bounce back from this. I don't think. I think Dan Hurley always has something to say after they bounce back. I think Solo Ball has a great game here. Yeah, give me UConn here.
I'm also going to go with UConn. I just don't know if I can fully trust this Georgetown team yet. Not to mention UConn's back-to-back national champions. They've looked good. I know they have a little bit of injuries going on, but still, I think they're going to win this. 4 o'clock today, North Carolina versus NC State today. Two teams that I think have had a very underwhelming seasons. UNC was supposed to be, maybe another 1 seed in the league this year. It's 10-6. NC State, they weren't a good team at all in the regular season, but they ended up in the Final Four. So you gotta give them some credit there.
You said NC State's underwhelming.
They're 9-6. I don't think you can feel amazing.
I don't think did you expect them to be really good? I don't think
necessarily, but I didn't expect them. I expected them to be a 10 wins.
Obviously, but you could say UNC's like underwhelming, but I don't think you're expecting it. Like I don't think you're saying NC State was gonna be like amazing. Like no, but no, give me UNC here. I think they've been building pretty well off of their losses. I think they're building back up to where they should be, but it's never good. They never had too many early losses to be where they're supposed to be at. But Ian Jackson been amazing off the bench. He's got a starting spot because of the injuries. He's played phenomenal. Give me UNC here.
Yeah, I'm also here with UNC. As much as I like to pick against them but it's been a weird year for them. I don't like to pick them because they always end up losing. But I'm gonna have to take them here. 4 o'clock. Delaware State, South Carolina State. Who do you have?
It's so random. I was just looking at that.
I just like the game, man. What can I say?
Yeah, I just love Delaware State. One of my favorite colleges, guys. Such a random game. Give me don't give me Delaware State. Who are they even playing again? I don't even know what
this is a great game today.
No, just don't give me Delaware State. Just don't give me them. I don't even know who they're facing. Who'd you say?
South Carolina State today.
Yeah, no, give me South Carolina State. They're actually way better.
Yeah, I'm going to go South Carolina State. I do think Delaware State can compete, but give me South Carolina State. Oh, okay. Next game, 4 o'clock today. Florida has to go on the road to Arkansas. Who do you have here?
Florida's a top 3 team in the country. They just beat the number 1. They put up 100 points versus Kentucky. I mean, it's all written on the wall, honestly. I'm gonna go Florida here to get the win.
I've been actually going back and forth, but I am going to go with Florida because you have to be. The only way you can beat Florida is if you know how to outshoot them, and the only team that's able to do that this year is Kentucky. So, and not to mention Arkansas just lost to Ole Miss. Go Rebs. But yeah, Miami versus Wake Forest. Let's just pick this game because why not?
Wake Forest.
Dumpster fire of a season for the University of Miami. Florida, they've got some. Not to mention, like you're probably thinking, oh, these are some good losses. Not to mention, they lost to Charleston Southern, Mount St. Mary's, Oklahoma State. It's not been a good year. Who do you have?
I'm not taking Miami. I'm going to take Wake Forest here. They're playing Wake Forest, right?
Yep, Wake Forest.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, give me Wake Forest. Miami's won 1 game since they played in their tournament back in when they had 3 wins and they won that tournament. They've only won 1 game since. I don't even know who they won against. I think it might have been by a couple points anyway. Ever since
some random college like Pepperstein or something like that.
Oh my God, bro!
It's bad.
It's just crazy how they went to the tourney 2 years ago, and ever since then it's just been a big dumpster fire. Yeah, give me Wake Forest here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Wake Forest by 50. LSU versus Ole Miss today here. An interesting one. LSU 11-4, Ole Miss 12-2. Who do you have in this one?
Yeah, I know you want me to say Ole Miss, so I'm actually gonna take Ole Miss here. They've been pretty hot recently. I don't know the last time they have lost. I don't know when that was. You probably do know off the top of your head.
Yeah, it was Memphis back on December 29th.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that Memphis team. You know I love Memphis. Yeah, but no, give me Ole Miss here. I think they'll be able
I'm gonna go Ole for sure. Go Reds. All right, 6 o'clock. Number 17 Oklahoma going on the road to Georgia. Who do you have in this one?
Ooh, I know. It's gonna be a close one. I think this is a game to watch out for. Could be a trap game for Oklahoma, but I think they're gonna be able to take this one. Honestly, I think just one of the top teams in the SEC, one of the top teams overall. They didn't have a loss until really late this year. I think they have the better overall team. So yeah, give me them.
Georgia's like 7-point favorite in this one. I don't know if anyone's realized that as well. All I gotta say is, what's that coming down the track?
No, not doing this. Not doing this.
I'm not doing the whole thing. You get the point. Give me Oklahoma to win. I didn't feel like doing the whole thing. Tennessee, Texas, 6 o'clock today. The battle of the UTs here. Who's the real UT today after today?
Whew. Tennessee has to bounce back after what just happened a couple of days ago after that 30-point loss to Florida. So they kind of have. It's not a must win. Obviously, they're still a great team, but they have to at least show a bit of life after having 15 points in the first half against Florida a couple of days ago. Yeah, so give me Tennessee. I don't think it's gonna be by that much though. I think Texas might be in there. We'll see.
I'm gonna go Tennessee. As much as like you're saying, I think it could be a very tight game. I mean, how is Tennessee gonna have bounce back off of that loss against Florida? But Texas also isn't like the greatest team right now. They're 11-4, sure, but I don't. I think Tennessee will really get there. And just a few more here. Villanova St. John's. Who are you gonna take in this one?
Okay. This is tight. I'm honestly, I'm really wanting. Ooh, I might actually. You know what? You know,
Take.
yeah, I'm gonna take Villanova. I'm gonna take Villanova. I'm gonna be confident about it. I'm a little nervous now that I just said that, but they're hot off their back. They're beating UConn. They've been hot ever since they beat Cincinnati a little bit a while ago. Not a good team, but still a ranked team at that time. They've been hot ever since. They have the leading scorer in Eric Dixon and the whole college basketball. I think if this team starts off hot, they could stay in it, but if they just fall right out of it, they're not going to catch up. So, give me Villanova. I'm going to say that confidently. I hope.
Gimme St. John's.
Mhm.
8 o'clock.
Move on.
Number 5 Alabama has to go on the road. Number 10 Texas A&M. Who do you have?
Very exciting game. I'm so excited for this one. Ooh,
Yeah, game of the day here for sure.
game of the day, obviously. I didn't even think about this. I forgot. I didn't forget this was a game, but I forgot who I was going to take here. I had Alabama, but I'm trying to think. No, give me Alabama. I'm not gonna trick myself into that. No, I think Alabama has a better team overall. They've been amazing offensive team the whole entire year. Honestly, yeah, just give me them. It's gonna be close though. Make it like a 4-point game, honestly.
Give me the Aggies. Give me the Texas A&M Aggies to knock off Alabama tonight. I think that this team playing at home, it's going to be loud. It's a Saturday night game. The college students are going to be fired up for this one, and they are going to take down the Crimson Tide. Is that a take? I don't know.
No,
Eight
it's really
o'clock,
not.
8 o'clock, Indiana versus Iowa. Who do you have?
Couldn't care less. Honestly, like, give me Indiana. I think that their team's been better overall. I guess they were ranked earlier in this year. I don't know. They're not ranked anymore, I think. But I haven't seen any sparks from Iowa this year. That's just amazing. So yeah, give me Indiana.
Give me Iowa.
Why? Just why? Just why? Just why?
They are an 11-4 team on the year. They've looked very good the past few games. Not to mention they're at home tonight as a 6-point favorite. And the second to last game that I hear we'll be predicting, number 6 Kentucky host going on the road to take on Mississippi State. Who do you have?
Ooh, forgot that's happening too. Um, that's gonna be a good one, honestly. Again, I'm just gonna take Kentucky here. Again, if you want to beat Kentucky, you have to shoot Kentucky. That's just a hard team to beat, honestly. But I am gonna say Mississippi State will stick in this one. Whoa, and they're gonna stick around in this one, honestly. Give me.
I'm gonna go Kentucky. I'm not picking the little brother to win. And our final game of the night here to pick Baylor, Arizona State, 2 10-4 teams. Who do you have?
I was talking about this one earlier with you, and I was talking about how I think Arizona State was going to win, and you gave me this look. So I'm just gonna fully commit on taking Arizona State tonight. Baylor has not.
Give me Baylor!
Of course, you're gonna say Baylor's not been that good. Honestly, they haven't lived up to the hype. Honestly, Arizona State is a really underlooked team. They were underlooked earlier this year. I think they could take it, but it's not. It's gonna be close again. If they do win, it's gonna be like by an upset. It's gonna be a big upset if they do win. All right.
So that'll wrap up the Sports Talks 41-33 Saturday video here. We're actually just past 12 o'clock now, so the early slate of games are about to come on. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for some more talks on sports. See ya.